So recently, I really haven't been talking about Sword and Shield much because just simply there isn't much to talk about. Sword and Shield has been pretty dormant for a while. It's been pretty quiet. We had that crazy run up a few months ago. Then things actually started to go down because we saw the crazy increase. I mean, it was to be expected. There was going to be some pullback, but it seems like some of these boxes are about to start to go up again, and especially this one right here, Lost Origin. It already has, and it looks like it's probably going to be hitting $400 once again here pretty soon. And you might think it's crazy because you see this box right here is 360 bucks. How is it going to go up to $400 very quickly? Well, if you look at the past few days in the sales data, the volume, and you look at how much supply is left before it hits 400, it's going to be pretty quick, it seems, for this to hit $400 because it does look like Lost Origin is starting to gain some traction here. Maybe the next few days, maybe there are no sales or something, but looks like in the past few days, sales have been starting to increase for Lost Origin, and I feel like it's for good reason. Lost Origin booster boxes at one point, they were above 400 bucks, but they dropped all the way down under 350. And what's crazy is that the products were going down in value, but the cards were going up in value. It was kind of like an inverse thing. It was kind of strange, but I think it was just because they increased so much so quickly. It was kind of just bound to happen. But I think since things had cooled off, I think some people started to go back to Sword and Shield after had a crazy run up. I think people kind of just left it for a little bit. And I think when prices have dropped now to this point, I think people saw some good opportunity, and we're seeing prices move back up. So you can see here with Lost Origin, I made a video. I think I talked about it this one day. 23 boxes sold. Besides that, you can't see the next day after nothing sold. Then 2 boxes sold. But the past couple of days, 7 boxes have sold. And with that, with those sales, we're getting pretty close here to $400, and I'm going to show you that here. So let's just count. You can see it's going to be very quick here before it's 400. So we have, these don't count because all loose packs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we hit it. That's how quick it is. 7 boxes. So obviously more people can list by the time this video is up. Maybe whenever you're watching it, maybe there are more people listing them. That's always possible. But as of recording this, there are only 7 boxes before it hits $400. And not too long ago, you could have got these. I think, at one point, this was sub 350. So things move very quickly with these higher priced boxes. The price jumps are very big. So it does look like Lost Origin here got bought out in the past week. I think people saw some good opportunities seeing this dip, and it looks like it's starting to go back up. So I've been saying this for a while when, Sword and Shield did, start to decline and stuff. So this is always a great opportunity because Sword and Shield not getting reprinted again. I think we all know this. So buying on this dip, if you didn't get in before it ran up, this is your chance. And it looks like they're starting to go up again. So I'm going to say it here. If you do not have any of these, and maybe you just got into Pokemon, whatever the case may be, maybe you're looking into some older stuff, looks like Lost Origin here is probably going to hit 400 pretty soon. So if you can find any good deals on eBay, maybe locally, I'd probably buy some because it does look like it's going to hit 400 once again. And when you see, the cards in the set, especially the Giratina, I mean, the box was underpriced at 350 and it went below that. But it was, going to pull back at some point because the amount it grew from 200 to 400 was crazy. It was less than a month. It was insane. But as the prices of these booster boxes were going down, as you can see here in the past month, the Giratina is now almost $700. So yeah, I mean, at low threes, I mean, it was underpriced, and I think that's why it's starting to bounce back because it was pretty cheap. So yeah, Giratina is almost $700. Aerodactyl is a low $100 card, and then after that, there's nothing too crazy. There are the couple Pikachus, but overall, the reason why Lost Origin is going to go up is because the Giratina, this is one of the most iconic alt arts in Sword and Shield. So yeah, this set starting to go back up again. I don't think it's that surprising. It was just a matter of time before it was going to go back up. But it is starting to, and we're seeing signs of that. So if you want to buy, I would say probably wouldn't wait too long because it does look like it's going to be pretty soon here that Lost Origin is going to hit 400. Now another box that actually looks like it's going to start to go up, maybe not as quickly, is Fusion Strike. At one point, these were above 500 bucks. You can see they've been somewhat consistently selling the past few weeks, about 2 to 4 sell pretty much every single day here. Now you see the lowest listed is 450, but when you actually look, it looks like to hit 500, it's not that much. So let's just count here: 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I guess this has a little damage, but we're gonna count it: 5, 6. We're not gonna count this sleeve packs. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 16, 17, 18. And then we basically hit it. So like 18 to 20 boxes, and we hit 500 bucks. So it is going to take a little bit longer, as you can see, around 2 to 3, 4 get sold every single day, and yeah, more people can list. So it's not going to be as quick as Lost Origin, but yeah, it does look like all these are starting to see somewhat, maybe just are going to start going up because they were on the decline for the past month. But definitely Lost Origin is the one that looks like it's probably going to do that the most. Fusion Strike is this one that I wanted to show you guys here, but this one probably isn't going to go up that fast anytime soon here. I don't see that happening. But you can see Fusion Strike, the Gengar is a little bit more expensive than the Giratina by like 50 bucks, but it does have a secondary card here that is a lot more expensive than Lost Origin. It has the Espeon VMAX, which is over $300. The Aerodactyl is only $125. Then it also has a Mew VMAX, which is almost 200 bucks. Then it has other cards that are also more expensive than the other hits in Lost Origin. So yes, Fusion Strike is a little bit more expensive than Lost Origin, which is why the booster boxes are a little bit more expensive. But in my opinion, Fusion Strike boxes being $100 more than Lost Origin, I'd probably honestly just pick up Lost Origin. That's just me. I don't think it's really worth paying another 100 for Fusion Strike. But once again, I mean, buying on this dip, because these were about 500 bucks at one point. If you don't have one, I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea, but I think Lost Origin is a lot more attractive at 350. That's just my opinion. Now, lastly here, Chilling Reign has always been a weird one. Out of all these three, I always talk about these three boxes. I don't know why. I think they've always just been sort of the same price. Lost Origin, Fusion, and Chilling Reign. I don't know why I've always just talked about these three together. But like I said, I think maybe because they've always been around the same price. Chilling Reign, man, it's really weird. It's the deepest set out of all of these in terms of like double-digit price cards. But it's never been really the top like outlier. It's always just been a like good set, like because it's been a deep set, but it doesn't have that huge chase that Fusion or Lost Origin has. And you can see here with the sales volume, it really shows. Like, look at this versus Fusion Strike versus Lost Origin. It's a lot less that gets sold. It's just because Chilling Reign isn't as popular. It doesn't have that huge chase, and just simply the set isn't as sought after as Lost Origin and Fusion Strike. And you can see here with the price, it's at $320. This did go above $400 at one point, but it quickly went down shortly after. Now you can buy them for $320, and there is a good amount of supply checked of these boxes before it hits 400 again. And based on sales data, look at how many quantities there are. It's going to take a little bit of time for Chilling Reign, so I wouldn't be as worried trying to pick these up too quick. But if you can find a good deal on this dip, it's still obviously smart to buy. But I think Lost Origin is probably the one you would probably want to buy the soonest, just based on the amount of supply left before it hits 400. And you can see what I mean by chilling. I mean, it's always been a thing where, chilling. I mean, the Blaziken, it's a pretty, I guess, sought after alternate art and Sword and Shield, but it doesn't even compete with Giratina or the Gengar by any means. But it's still pretty cool. But it's not $600-700. Like, you look at the Giratina, you look at the Gengar, and you look at the Blaziken. It's a big reason why Chilling Reign, it's gone down like pretty significantly, and you can find a low like 300s, and the sales volume isn't really that high. It doesn't have that. It doesn't have the X factor, the it factor in it. It just doesn't, right? So it is a good set, though. I really like the artworks. It's a very deep set. If you look at how many double-digit cards, there's a lot of them in that set. So it is a good set, but I think we've all known at this point, big chases matter in a set. And Chilling Reign, compared to Fusion and Lost Origin, it doesn't have that. So just want to go over this again today because, specifically Lost Origin does look like it's going to hit 400 once again. So I just want to let you guys know this. If you are planning to maybe buy some Lost Origin, it does look like it's going to go up here pretty soon. So if you can find a good deal, if you want to buy it, probably won't wait too long. So that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one.